Good afternoon, this is Robin Bieber on the European Midday Roundup and Good Morning America Chart Talk on the 22nd of June at 12 o'clock in the morning London time. The market is locked in an uptrend and looks like going higher. However, having said that, it has targets higher. The odds are a little bit of weakness into the US Open. You can see here on the Brent 60-minute chart, it's had two aborted attempts to push higher and failed, and it's now pushing down to test support in the form of the 5-day moving average. This is also true of the RBOB 60-minute chart. It looks a little pressured and as if we'll go lower over the next couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours or so. There remain targets higher whilst the 5-day moving averages hold, and the 5-day moving averages have been tested this morning and held on WTI, Brent and heating oil, and it's not been weak enough to test the 5-day moving averages on RBOB and gas oil. So if we take the individual contracts and look at WTI hit its target to 40.69 on Friday. It has no target higher until it can move back up and close over 41.25. However, suffice to say, moving over 40.69 would be pretty positive and suggest higher numbers. And look here, you can see the 5-day moving average coming in around 39.09 has held so far today. It's likely that it could easily be retested again. The low was 39 against the 5-day moving average at 39.09. So that is deemed to have held. We've still got a positive stochastic. Brent, pretty similar, but it maintains a target higher to 43.41, valid whilst it stays over the 5-day moving average at 41.50. The low today has been 41.58. Don't rule out another retest of the 5-day during the course of the next 2 or 3 hours, but as long as the 5-day holds, it maintains its target to 43.41. Heating oil has a target to 125.05. This is valid, this correction point here. This is valid whilst it stays above the 5-day moving average around 119.70. So the uptrend remains intact. RBOB has a target higher up to 130.72. This high here on the left here around about the 6 to 9 March debark. And as is maintained whilst it stays over the 5-day moving average at 124.28, it would look a lot better if it could move over 126.60, the weekly 50% correction point, and that would be the trigger for it to continue and higher and push on upwards. Gas oil maintains its target higher to this correction point here on the left, 369.00 to 25. That's a continuation 38.2% correction point, and it's in good shape whilst it stays over the 5-day moving average coming in just south of around 355. So the contracts have upside, the uptrend is intact so long as the 5-day moving average is held, which have been tested already once today and held in the market pushed up from there. Whilst the 5-day holds, the market's in reasonably good shape. If we just look at the structure for a moment, it's looking a little bit wobbly. We're testing the 5-day moving average on Org SEP at -3, and we're a bit above it on the SEPOC with the 5-day at -9, but it looks as if it wants to push a little bit lower, and the 60-minute stochastics on both the front spreads on Brent are suggesting that. On WTI, just running out of momentum a bit temporarily. It may need to wait for the flat price to rally, but both the front end spreads on WTI at Org SEP and SEPOC are above the 5-day moving average at -16 and -15 respectively. Both the 60-minute charts have flagged some downside earlier today, and it's probable that it's finding its feet, or will do if it got close to the 5-day moving averages. The back end structure is steady on WTI, the DEC red deck. Whilst it stays over -32, it has a target to -46. And on DEC red deck Brent, so long as it stays over the 5-day moving average at around 226 to 230, it's got upside to -96. So the back end structure looks stable. That's all for today, folks. Good luck, good trading, and bon appetit.